Hello children, welcome to Narayana Digital Classes where learning never stops. So today I want to discuss assignment number 6 of class 6 board topic separation of substances activity 6. So here the definition of sublimation. So what is the sublimation? So sublimation is a process that means the solids are directly converting into vapor state without converting into liquid states is called sublimation. Clear? Next. Give some examples of sublimation. So generally, so many examples are there in this most camphor, naphthalene balls, ammonium chloride solution, and next dry ice. All these are good examples of sublimation substances, right? And next, coming to chromatography. So chromatography, that means it is also a process of one separation technique. It is a separation technique. Generally, we use to separate the things of the trace quality, very small or very minimum amount of the substance, substances, right? So here, this process generally used in so many areas. So, for example, in our portion, there is a mixture of 3 or more colors. That means generally we dip this color paper in a liquid. That means it has a different color, has different nature. That means we use it to move in this only particular distance only. By this technique, we separate the different types of colored solutions, different types of dyes, right? So this is a chromatography. Then what is the use of chromatography? So what is the use of chromatography means? So generally, so many uses are there in the chromatography. So the main uses are, that means now only we discussed it, that means different colored substances. That means different colored substance, we use it to separate all the colors present in this mixture of the color. That is one use. And next, it is used in finding, that means fingerprints. That means fingerprints means forensic lab. Forensic labs also we use this technique. So where the forensic lab generally we use the chromatography technique means generally some persons is taking the drugs. So by collecting the blood samples, that means how much percentage of drug he has taken or how much percentage of alcohol he has taken. That means the trace quantity we use to find out by using this chromatography technique, right? So these are some uses of chromatography technique. And next, some examples for chromatography. What are some examples of chromatography? That means, so in so many examples we can say. So again, the first one is the separation of different colored substances, different colors from mixture of colors, right? And the next, a person who is taking the drugs or who is taking the alcohol, by collecting these samples, we use it to using this chromatography technique, and how much percentage of alcohol he has taken, how much percentage of drug he has taken by using this chromatography technique. That means generally police persons, that means investigation purpose, they use it in the laboratory. And next one is generally in the pharma industry. By separation of trace quantities. The separation of trace quantities generally we use this chromatography. Suppose for example, lead sample present in water. Generally, pollution control board people generally use this technique. Pollution control board, that means the trace quantities, very less quantities. It means parts per million or parts per billion. At that time, that means pollution control board people also use this chromatography technique, right? These are some examples of, we can say, the chromatography, right? In our school, that means normally as the 6th class standard, generally we are highlighting only separation of combination of colors. That means each and every individual color we can separate by using this technique. That means the mixture of color can be separated by the chromatography technique, right? Thank you children. Stay home, stay safe.